So as you see the trends of people living longer, right? A lot of this conference is talking about, health span and longevity.
Yes.
So as you see people living longer, how does that impact when they start to think about their financial security?
As people live longer, rather, people are going to need more money. So that's the pot of money that you're going to need is going to be more. And so one of the key issues that we focus on is getting people to begin saving by age 25. Most people do not do that. I didn't do it. I'm an attorney, but I didn't think that way. And one of the biases, the behavioral biases that have been written about by Daniel Kahneman and others is called temporal bias. It's the inability to envision your future self. So younger people especially, that's like the old version of them. And that's what I kind of joke about me. The old Cheryl is here now. But I didn't save quite enough. So we want people to engage and start saving as soon as possible. That's different than helping the people who are already at retirement age. What do we do to help them who maybe didn't save enough? And that's where we feel like Milken can be a voice in that space for those who maybe haven't saved enough. One of the answers, it's a tough question and it's a tough issue to deal with. There's not exactly one precise answer.
Right.
But some people are going to need to work longer. And our research showed that there's some pretty daunting statistics regarding the ability for people to work longer. Most people, about 80%, are going to be pushed out of their job in their late 50s and early 60s. Only 1 in 10 will go on to earn the same amount of money. And there's a lot of those statistics. So we encourage employers to create multi-generational workforces, to allow people to work longer, and to include age as a factor in DE&I. And then the third thing we're focused on in thinking about that issue is getting people to be able to transition to training roles. If you're in a physically demanding job, you probably can't do that job as a paramedic at 60, right? So can we have you be training people? So that's another factor.
So you mentioned earlier sort of technology solutions and so how is technology able to educate and engage people in thinking about their strategies for financial security?
And we're very encouraged by so many fintech companies that are popping up, and also large financial firms have platforms that are helping people engage with finance in a simple and easier way. But not everyone knows they're out there. Not everyone's engaging, particularly older Americans. So we know that Edward Jones and a variety of pretty much all financial firms, but have educational platforms that also help you visualize your assets. One thing we love is T. Rowe Price's visualization platform. To focus on how much money you need in retirement, you need to know what your life is going to look like. So that's helping people visualize the non-retirement aspects of saving. Am I going to travel? Am I going to stay in my home? What does that look like? So those platforms are particularly helpful. There's a few companies that are doing a lot in this space. Retirable Candidly helps people with student loan debt. That's online. Sure does the same thing. Steady helps gig workers get jobs and then also learn about finance. The CEO of Steady, Adam Roseman, it's a little plug for him, will be joining us at our session tomorrow. So there are a variety of companies that are doing those kind of things, and Retirable does the same thing. It helps people, puts their assets together where they can literally see them and then sends them messages if they're overspending. So those things are very interesting.
Amazing, great. Well, Cheryl, thanks for joining us today, and thanks for the great work you're doing.
Thank you.